Good morning to you out there in YouTube land. Bravo Charlie 65925 here. It wasn't so bad and miserable out here in the barn today, so I got out here to do a little work. Changed the oil in this Burgman for one thing. That was due. And for another thing, as a lot of you Burgman riders probably know, this rear tail piece right here is not on there very dang good. There's a place right here where there's a plastic nub that sticks down. I'll show this in a little bit. And there's a piece on this that kind of slides over top of it. There's two plastic things on this side and on the other side the same spot that go in and slide up that break off very dang easy. And there's two of those plastic push pin type fasteners, one here and one on the other side in the same spot. And that's it. Well, the problem I've got is the piece right here that goes around this one up here is cracked. And I put some, I'll just show you what I tried to do to make it work, and I knew it wouldn't work, but I did it anyway. Let me get this off of here. Okay. Right there is the nub that's supposed to fasten onto. That's all there is to it. And there's what does the fastening. Now mine's broke right there. So as you can see, I tried to Kentucky engineer it to where it would work, and I knew it wouldn't, but I did it anyway. So today I'm out here fixing to ride. Oh, and there's the two hooks that are on each side that break off. Now, first thing you want to do, and here's a couple of those little plastic fasteners I was talking about, these push pins. First thing you want to do is take those and put them in underneath your seat and use them for spares somewhere else. Okay? Then you want to get a couple of these dudes that slide over top and make these holes that those plastic things were in, except the sheet metal screw. Those are easy to find. You can get them at a hardware store. I don't know what the proper name of them is. I just save them from things I take apart, and I had a couple. So you do that, you get a couple sheet metal screws that'll fit them holes. Now, here's the big one. This is what I've been making today, is this bracket right here. And I'll see if I can get a fairly good drawing of this thing made and what the angles are, because it seems to be just right. Now, it's 3.5 inches. It's 3.5 inches wide at the top, and I narrowed it down to like 1 inch, and that's not so much of a matter. Okay, now let me put this on here and I'll show you what it is. Okay, here we go. So I backed out these two bolts that hold the tail lights on. Matched up holes in my metal plate here. And that comes out and it goes around the top of the Tupperware here on the back end, comes down, curves around just like that. See if I can get a side shot of that. Just like that. And then I drilled a new hole in the bottom there so that when that goes up on there like that, I can put a screw right there and hold that up in there. And it seems like it's going to work just fine. Now, what I used for a screw, which you could probably come up with something better, is just what I had. That's what I used for a screw right there. Now, if I ever have to take it out, I'm going to have that hex head socket or get a pair of pliers to take that tail off, but really it doesn't have to come off that daggone often. So that's what I've done. Now I'm going to take that thing, of course, and I'm going to paint it. And really doesn't matter because you can't see it what color it is. I might just prime it and that's it. It's just something to keep it from rusting. And that's what I did. Like I said, I'll see if I can come up with a little bit of drawing and some measurements. That's about all that I've got. That's left over from my chicken I made on top of the barn. Let me get some paper out here and see if I can draw up what this shape is. Okay, what I've tried to do is set this down on this paper and trace it out what it is, and then draw it a little bit better. So it's 4 3/4 inches total length, or approximately 122 centimeters from top to bottom. So from there to there, 4 3/4 inch. From there to there. Okay, and it lays about flat like that, so that's probably no accident. Now then, the peak of this right here is 1 3/8 inches. From there, it's 1 3/8 inches tall, approximately 36 centimeters. From here to that angle right there is 1 3/4 inches, or approximately 45 centimeters. This piece here at the top, this little section right here, is 5/8 of an inch, or approximately 15 centimeters. And the height of this down here is just right at 5/8 of an inch, and it's over 15 centimeters. So there it is. Now, I bent, I straightened out, I bent, I straightened out, I hammered flat, and this is what I come up with. And it seems like it's going to work. Now I'm going to slap a little paint on there so it doesn't rust, and then I'll put it back together.